Welcome, everybody. We are back. It's your boy Hemi,
And it's your boy Kyrie.
and welcome to
What's
What's
the
the
point?
Point. We still off, but that's okay.
You move too slow this time.
It's the charm of the show.
You
Uh,
say that all the time because you move too slow. You
no,
don't know
it's
how to
you.
sync up with me.
It's you. No, you don't know how to sync up. It's
No,
you.
I say
No,
it's
Moving on. Yes,
that was better.
it still wasn't on, but
you know
thank
what?
you all for joining us today. We have a great topic today, and we have our first official guest. So today's topic is all about dating and relationships, single in the city. And our guest today is our great friend, Tiger.
Yes.
Hi, Tiger. How are you?
Hey,
Hey y'all,
friend.
what's going on? What's going on?
We are
First of
so
all,
elated to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I am so glad to be here with the both of you all. Thank you for having me. I'm
Not a
here for
yeah,
problem.
y'all.
Are you ready for all our probing questions?
Well, I ain't been probed in a minute, so I'm a little rusty,
mm,
It's like
well,
riding,
lube up, girl.
like riding a bike.
but I'm here for this. Let's do this.
Okay, so this is the second episode in our relationship series. The first episode was Hemi and I discussing our thoughts and feelings and things about relationships and how we feel about those things and sharing our own personal experiences. This time we decided we wanted to bring in one of our good friends to help give their perspective or an outside perspective outside of our own, like Hemi said about being single and dating in 2024 and the crazy shit that you have to deal with now. So,
So I am going to just hit you with the first question, and we'll all kind of give our perspective on how we feel about the questions at hand. So the first question for you, Tiger. Um, what was dating like in your 20s compared to current day?
now, first of all, before you get there, can you think back that far? I just want to
It
make
ain't been that
sure.
long. It
Okay, I just
ain't
want to
been
check.
that long.
Girl, I just want to see, how many stripes, on the tiger can you, go back that far. But okay, you don't understand.
You're a dial of a particular age, and it's okay, no judgment.
This one, the oldest one. See, he likes to talk shit, but he's the oldest one sitting here right now.
I am
Okay.
not.
Actually, technically, you're not. Technically, the mysterious box is older than you. But,
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm second oldest.
there you go.
You
See,
know,
look at that.
I'm sorry, Hemi, because I am a tiger of a certain age. What was the question again?
See, already. The question is, what was dating like in your 20s compared to current day?
Okay. Dating in my 20s. Well, it was fun, from what I remember. Um, and in my 20s, it was mainly about ambition and goals and finding somebody to match, my level, to work with what I wanted. In my 20s, my goal was to be, a part of that A-list power couple and get out there. And we're going to take over the city and take over the world.
You
And I
said
needed
B-list?
somebody to,
You said the
I am
B-list
not
power couple?
He said to
A-list
a power.
power
Oh,
couple.
okay. Okay. I want to say, good Lord, you're selling yourself short, ain't you?
You know what?
What? I
So,
thought you
I
said
mean, that's all it was. Just about having fun and matching my
so
freak, I guess.
So
let
what
me
is
ask
it
you this.
about now? You don't want to be an A-list power couple anymore?
Or
I
has
mean,
things for you changed like your wants? Have those things changed?
my wants have changed. And as far as being an A-list power couple, that's not as important to me now as it was then. I'm like, Tiger, Darius. Okay, we good. Marcel, we fine. So we crossed all those off the list. Now I am dating for companionship and not necessarily like, settling down to finish out the time.
Wait,
Does that make
okay,
sense?
wait, but so
Go.
what's the difference between settling down and companionship? What do you mean?
For me, I statement, personal statement, right? Companionship for me is somebody who is a friend who we get along, we share common interests. It looks the same, right? But I don't have those restrictions, or you don't have to meet all of those um, hard line items that I had growing
Hmm.
up. In my mind, I've reached the area to where I don't need those. I don't need you to have seven figures, so to speak. I don't need you to have this degree. I don't need you to have this type of car or live in this type of place or all of that stuff that we add on to say, hey, this is what makes us successful, right?
Hmm.
Um, because for me, being the independent black tiger that I am, I've reached those points for myself. So now my companion, as long as you can come in and you good and I'm being politically correct, you ain't, off your square, and
Hmm.
we can vibe and we can flow together, we fine. Don't make that face at me.
No, I'm just wondering what off your square means. I'm gonna keep asking. I'm gonna keep delving deeper
Have you
into.
heard that? Have you heard that phrase before? Off your square.
I have, of course, but I want Tiger to explain to the audience that may not understand what. And everybody's off your square is different, so I want to know what Tiger's off your square means.
Well, what is your off your square?
I asked you first.
Damn, girl. Uh,
To all the gas, Tiny.
that part. So being off your square for me is you got a lot of hangups. One, you are unhealed. Okay. Um, when I date now, I ask, is there anybody else that thinks they're in a relationship with you that I need to be aware of? That's being off. Because while you may think you single, it might be another girl, a person, a they, them, whoever over here on the right in a whole relationship in their head, and then I got to deal with that. And being of a type
Mhm.
of a certain age, I can't do that no more. You know. Um,
Yeah.
for me, I don't care if you work at White Castle. You got a job. That's cool. And I don't care. I'm not like, hey, we going out. You need to cover all of this stuff. No, we can go Dutch. I mean, like, we can do that. I'm comfortable and I'm secure in myself to know that this is not a deal breaker for the relationship. Those things are being off your square. Now, if you just, out here bumming it, and let's be real, lately the main people that I've been attracting is trap stars and bando boys, and that is not my thing. That is being off your square. Now, bet you
Mhm.
over there slanging whatever it is you slanging because you're making it to survive. That's cool, but that ain't welcome in my bedroom. That's fine for the basement. That's cute for the couch. But if we're gonna be companions, you gotta, be a little bit higher
See, this is
than
what I
being a
need.
band.
This is all I. This is what I needed was for you to keep it real.
I was trying to be politically correct.
You're not. This is not what this show is about. It's about your
Right.
point, not being politically correct. It's
We
the
was only
name.
5 minutes
What's the
in.
point?
So
5 minutes
I want
in, we
to
get to it.
I want to touch on a couple of points that you made that I think are universal, and here are things that Hemi and I have talked about before, is the want for just companionship. Because, when you are younger, you do want to have fun. And I'm not to say we don't, we do have fun. You know what I'm saying? We go to events and the things that we do, we all still have fun in our own rights. But what you look for and what you feel like makes you happy, it ultimately changes so fucking much as you get older and you don't realize that shit. When you're younger, the word companion does not hold the same weight as it does when you're someone like myself, like I'm in my 40s. So companionship for me is like kind of like what you were saying, like as long as you can carry your own weight, I'm good. Don't lie and don't be an asshole. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying like I love good sex, but good sex is not everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, especially when you live in the kink and leather world, you learn that sex goes beyond physical anyway. You know what I'm
True.
saying? And also, what I was also caught on with what you were saying was how when you were in your 20s, you were looking to make the perfect couple. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody tries to find Mr. Right or Mr. Perfect or something like that. And we, as we get older, we realize that shit don't exist. Perfection is what we see in that person. You know what I'm saying? And that makes that person perfect for us. I usually say that I don't want Mr. Right. I want Mr. Right for me. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, because you want to make it specific and pointing it to you. I want the person that's right for me. I don't want just Mr. Right because I don't know what the fuck that looks like. He could Mr. Right for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you hit a certain point, and I drive this right now because, you know, sex is fun. And speaking of, I'm gonna get into a little tea, you know what I'm saying, from some good shit that I had
That's for
today.
later. That's for
Yes,
later.
it is later, but I'm gonna give it a little preview now. But no, I just saying, I really think people don't understand how much in this day and age, just having someone that you can spend time with, go for a walk with, have a meal with, means so much. Kimmy and I'm gonna throw it to him and let him ask the next question. A quick sec. I want to end with this. We have a running joke that we tell when we come back from events, and it's like, "Girl, I just want somebody to tell me I'm cute and rub my butt. That's all I wanted. Can we just lay down and watch TV and you rub my butt? Like, even though you want to have the kinky good fun, at the end of the day, when you go back to your hotel room, it's like I just want to watch TV, eat something fat, have somebody tell me I'm pretty. You know? But maybe I want you
Strings
to go ahead.
attached.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tiger. What you say?
With no strings attached.
But that's the thing, though. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like I don't need to have strings all the time, but sometimes I do want a little bit of stringage. You know what I'm saying? But with the right person, though. Because I've been attached to some god awful shit fuck people. So yeah, and girl, let me tell you something. But hey, man, why don't you go ahead and toss the next question out there if you don't mind, sir?
Well, I just wanted to comment real quick.
Oh
So,
yeah, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, give me your thoughts on that, man.
right, why are you trying to throw to the next question?
Girl,
Well,
look, you talked
to
a lot.
give
I'm trying to get this. I want to get this
my
show moving, honey.
right, I
Evan's
was
trying
gonna
to
give
steal the light.
my quick viewpoint, but no, I agree with you guys. In my 20s, I don't think that it was that I was looking for the power couple. I think I was more into in my 20s trying to be what somebody wanted me to be so that we could be together.
That
And that
too.
was a big part for me in my 20s was if you don't want me to smoke, I'm gonna pretend like I don't smoke. I'm gonna have to keep lights all in the car and mints, and I'm gonna have to pretend like all these things that I don't do because you don't like that. And I want us to be together. So I'm gonna pretend to be all these things that I'm not. And I think at the age I am now in my 40s as well, I am like, yep, I smoke. Yep, I do this. Yep, I do that. I'm gonna lay it all on the table, and if you don't like it, I'm good. I'm cool with that. And if I don't like what you're doing, I'm gonna tell you so that if we decide that something's gonna go down, it is all on the table before we ever decide we're gonna be together. So nobody has to be surprised about. I had no idea you was doing this, and you heard this from me because I used to be very Cinderella stepmother. Hide your flaws until after the wedding. But I'm at this point in my life, I'm very much like, listen, here are my flaws. Love me and all my flaws. So that's a big thing for me at this age is here are my flaws. Embrace them or don't. I, I'm not gonna cry anymore over that.
Can I add to that right
Hmm.
quick for you?
Absolutely.
I also think a major part, this is an I statement too, but a major part in my 20s was how society made me look at what a relationship needs to be and
Very true.
love it to death. Still watch it sometimes, but Noah's Ark did us in because
I,
everybody wanted a Noah and Wade relationship. Me,
baby,
I was
say
like,
that for the folks in the back. 'Cause I'm telling you, yeah, either Noah and Wade or what's the other one? I
I
can't
was
remember the
adamant.
guy.
The girls wanted, what was it, Chance and
The big
his
dude. What was the? Yeah. What was his? What was that relationship? Alex and his boyfriend.
Trey. It was Alex and Trey.
Yeah. I wanted Trey. Like Wade was, yeah, but I like a big. So for me, I always wanted someone like Trey. And you're right. That shit, Noah's Ark, that fantasy shit fucked up a lot of motherfuckers. I swear to God. Like the thing is,
That was just my
Personally, I
contribution.
thought that was TV. It did not bring a fantasy for me.
Wait a minute, for a girl who love a good rom com, it ain't do nothing for you.
I do
that's
love a
what
good
I'm
rom com,
saying.
but what I understand is that it's a rom com and the shit ain't real. I've never thought I was gonna get a Wade or a Noah, whichever side of the fence
But
I
there
was.
was no point in your life when you were looking for somebody like that because you were like, damn, I see it on TV and I want that for myself. That never came into your mind.
No, and
Okay.
that might be from the range of cuckoo birds to the devil I dated that I never thought it was a real moment. It was like, oh, that is so cute. That shit ain't real, but it's so
Oh, you
cute.
were bitter. That's what it was. So you were bitter. Okay.
It was
Now
like,
we
if
get it.
that could happen, God bless my soul. But that shit ain't real.
Yeah, so
It's
it
TV.
ultimately it made me jaded, yes, but also but it gave me some like hope that I could find someone like that. Now in my 40s, I'm like, fuck that shit. But I was in that lane.
Now, when I see real life couples, gives me hope. But real life couples will always tell you this shit is not sugar and
Yeah.
spice and everything nice. This is work. This is
It
what
takes a
I.
lot of work.
This is work to stay with this person that I'm with. Like we
Mhm.
have good days and we have extremely horrible days, but we work to stay together.
Right.
And I think that kind of stemmed from my parents too. My parents were together until my dad passed away, and they had many, many good days, but I saw them have many, many bad days. But they always figured a way to come back together. And in the words of India Reed, bring it back to the middle. So
But do you ever feel like that type of love? Do you ever feel like they stayed together because they had to, or because they genuinely loved each other? Because my parents were kind of the same way, and sometimes I wonder if they stayed with each other because they loved each other, or they were just that fucking toxic. Because what I'm saying, my mom is gone to therapy and stuff and whatever. But when they were together for a time, they were a toxic couple. So do you think? And Tiger, I want you to answer this question. Think about your parents in the relationship also. Do you think in them staying together and them having them good and bad days, do you think part of it was toxic love? Because back in the days, you were taught, what I'm saying? We were taught they had to stay with a man for like, financial support, or if you have a bunch of kids, or the one reason why my mom got with my stepdad was because she felt like I needed a male figure in the house. Trying to be a big old fag, and I was more attracted to him than anything. But she thought I needed a male figure.
okay, that's a
Go
story for
figure.
a whole nother therapist.
I, if nothing, I'm about to share. But so to the question that I did ask though, looking at your parents, do you feel like to what Henry just said? Do you feel like when you see them having those good days and those bad days, do you see sometimes like toxicity in their relationship as well?
I don't. Okay, looking back, I don't see it as being toxic because toxic is something that we just recently learned, right? At that
Right.
moment, I seen it as they're together, they're staying together, they're doing what they can, and keep in mind it was the '80s, so they're doing what they can to make sure that our family has what it needs, and we get everybody off to school, and everybody is fed, and they got clothes and all that stuff. They was doing what they knew to do to survive and make sure that we had a roof over our head. Um, the
Mhm.
good and bad of it, it was what it was. Like, oh my God, mommy and daddy is having an argument. Okay, I'm gonna go in my room and I'm gonna play with my Nintendo until it passes. Like, it is what it is. Did
Mhm.
it, excuse me, did it affect how I wanted my relationships to go?
Right.
Yes, because I did not want a relationship like my parents. Even though theirs was
Mhm.
cool, it was like, it was good, it wasn't a fairy tale love, but that was not what I wanted. I didn't want the house and 2.5 kids. Now I wanted somebody on my arm, be it a man and a woman or a woman. And we traveling, we doing things, we having fun. That's what my idea of a relationship was. That wasn't what my parents put in front of me. So, you
Mm,
know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't my idea of a relationship. You know what
right.
No, yeah, no, I actually agree. Like I took certain things from my parents, and I will say the one thing that I always think about is that I think I stayed in some relationships longer than I should have because I saw my parents always figure it out. And sometimes I had to realize for me that some of the relationships I were in were toxic. Not like
I mean?
we just have arguments because you're going to argue with every relationship you have, whether it's love, friends, blah, blah, blah. However, I had to realize like I should not be here any longer. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that is all a part of growing up. But I think definitely how you see your parents interact with each other definitely affects your thinking, at least when you're younger and you're first getting into relationships, because that is the model of a relationship you know. But I think
Yes.
it's up to you as an adult to figure out if that was healthy or if it wasn't and how you need to move. So that's my thought.
Well said.
Sure.
I
Want me to
thank
ask the
you.
next question?
You go ahead, take it away.
Alrighty. Okay, so next question. What do you find are some of the biggest challenges dealing with men on apps like Scruff, Grinder, all that, you know? And what is, do you have a horror story from one of these apps?
You said you wanted to be surprised with the questions, friend, and this is
Yes,
what we're giving you.
because we all know how it is that with them apps. The apps are horrible.
They are very horrible. Yes. I'm old fashioned. I hate the apps. I'm not a fan. I'm on the apps. Yes. I'm on the Red
Mm.
app. I'm on the Mask app. Um, I've, I've been known to participate in sniffing around, not coke, but sniffing around. What's
Girl,
another?
girl.
Uh,
You love a
so
code word, honey. You love a code word. I swear to God.
discretion is my favorite, kink or fetish.
I see,
Um,
honey.
so yes, I'm very well aware of the apps. Horror stories, I have a few. Like
Well, give us one. Give us one really, really good one.
Right, Leah, give us a good one.
a good one. One I
No
keep running
names.
into a lot.
Uh,
Is
no
are you?
names.
Oh, definitely not. One of them I keep running into a lot is are you a trans man?
They
And I'm
ask
Really?
like,
you that?
yes,
Really?
like real shit. Yes, like if I was to open my apps right now, quite a few of them like, are you a trans man? Are you F to M? And I'm like, girl, no, I'm just thick. Like, bitch, this
Right.
is.
Like,
It's all them hips you got.
I know,
that's what
right?
it is. You were young, wide and all outside, honey.
Oh,
And when they first started popping in, I was like, I'm like, all right. But now I'm just like, no,
Do you ever,
no,
did it ever
I'm not.
offend you when someone acts that? Did you ever get offended?
I used to until I began to look at how people think and like,
Mhm.
okay, so you're visual, so this is what you see, and in your mind, all these curves and hips and ass is either got to be a woman or a trans man. Fine,
Right.
but no, I got just as much as meat, if not more than you. I do like to use it occasionally. Be careful, you will be shocked and amazed. So
Okay.
you can either have a good time and get on or not. But now I just let it blow over.
Y'all think it's a y'all think it's a stereotype that tops have no asses?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. I
Because
just
there are plenty
laugh.
of tops that have ass.
I believe flat asses and big asses come with tops, bottoms, verse, and sides, and all these other
All
names
of
they
that.
have for what they like to do now.
Right.
It
And I
depends
like
on
to
your
say,
mom and daddy or your doctor.
yo, doctor.
Yeah,
See, I like to say that I have a lay down booty. When I'm standing up, it's flat. When I lay down, I have a booty. So
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
look, in my logic, that is how that works.
When
Okay,
everyone lays down, in that case, they have a booty deer. So
exactly. You have something there. Some people.
No, it could just be a crack in a hole.
I've seen that. I've seen some people with just
Yeah.
body and dick, and that's it.
Let our brother have his lay down booty, please.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
That's
Let
why.
me have my flat curves. Let me have
That's
my conundrum.
Is that
because I tell
right? A
everybody.
flat curve. You can
I
have.
tell everybody I have an all night ass. I have an all
Okay.
night. You want to hit it, you roll over, fall asleep, you wake back up and want to hit it again. We go all night. That's the
See, I have
most
the
simple
the
situation.
butt that has nothing at the where the butt meets the back, but then at the bottom it's like boing yoing yoing. So
See, that's what I'm saying.
a lot of people
See,
sometimes
I got a bottom heavy butt too. That's right. So when I lay down, all that bottomness, it goes and rolls up to the top. It rolls over.
no, but that's not mine doesn't
Yoing,
work
yoing,
like
yoing,
that.
yoing.
Mine is there. I don't need to lay down for it to roll over. I don't understand the logic in that. But
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Ooh, no.
So Nugget,
Ooh,
what if
no.
I mean Kyrie? Look, we have real names and hosts.
Yeah, we did.
Kyrie, what
So
about
complicated.
you and the apps and a horror story? Do you have one?
I mean, don't we all? Uh, I can tell the most recent one about the guy that the guy that I told y'all about. We met and it became a fight between giving a blowjob and breathing. Like that. So I'm gonna preface it that way. So he talked a bunch of good shit, gave me his number, had a nice voice. So when he came to my hotel room, and I was in DC at the time, so he came to my hotel room. He brought his own liquor, okay, but nothing he described looked like nothing that walked in that room. So we conversating, cool, cuddling, stop playing around, right? Now, I do love to have some sausage every now and then betwixt my cheek and gum. So we
Oh, wait. Wait. Betwixt your what?
betwixt my cheek and gum, honey. All up in betwixt, gingivitis, if
Where
you
is this
know what I'm saying.
chicken gum located?
Gingivitis? Honey, you got
I'm
gingivitis.
kidding. Look, he always takes the worst thing I say and focuses on that.
It's a beautiful
Because
thing.
I'm a trained thespian. I pick up on these things.
No, kidding. So we start getting into it, and he wants me to give him head. Fine, I'm all for it. But it's about right here. Not even kidding. Full on. It's about right here.
Okay.
So I'm doing my thing, and I just feel, how some guys they like to put their hand here or something like that. So because he's not, well endowed, he has his hand pushing back the extra meat to give him some more, length. You know what I'm saying? And his other hand, he's driving my head into his pelvis, talking about, "Come on, man, come on, do it, man, do it." Now, mind you, I got 3 to 4 knuckles hitting me in the side of my face repeatedly. So imagine this is what it looked like for the audience. I want you to get this visual. This is what it looked like. That's what it's like. I was trying to survive
But
for
can I
about
enter?
30 minutes.
Why? I
But
was just about to say, but how long did you let him do that to you?
no, it was a gradual progression. This was 30 minutes. It started off light. And then, because he had his hand there, and it wasn't going very hard. So I'm like, okay, cool. But as time progressed, it got like jackhammer.
But you still
So
kept doing
look,
Baby, that wasn't a
I am
hookup. That was assault and battery.
look.
it.
Thank you. Well, look, I, I was already on mine, and I am nothing if not someone who tries to achieve a goal. I thought I was going to achieve a goal that evening. I did not. Because what made it funny is he then wanted to move from the couch to the bed, and that was going to make a difference in his size. I don't know. He felt like that was going to like shift the weight,
Well, you
and
said
then it was
things can shift when you lay down. You just
butt
said that
cheek.
yourself.
You can't lay down. You can't lay
Your
down and
belly
get
can
2
slide
inches
to
of
the
dick.
side depending on how big you are.
Look, when it comes to dick, you got to push that fupa back because just laying down ain't gonna give you 2 extra inches of dick. You got to move some of that extra some of that extra, earnage. Then if you know what I'm saying, I
But
call it
if you're
earnage. If you
sitting
earn
on
it
the
from you,
couch and then you lay down, it does move your fupa because your fupa falls back. When you sitting
What
down,
about
it's
the
just
that's
side?
sitting on
different.
top of your.
That's different because you're on a couch. It's an incline. That's a difference. That's like a lot of dick. I know what I'm talking about. Shut up. No, I'm kidding.
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna take
welcome to what's the point?
I'm gonna take his word for it.
I
The
know.
point is,
Hey,
it was a fight for my. I know what I'm saying is just a bunch of shit. Anyway, the point, it was a fight for my life. That was what it was. Should I have stopped it sooner? Yes. Something in my brain. I don't know why I didn't. But after that, it was pretty much downhill from there. So that was probably one of the worst hookups I've had recently. What
But
about
did
you,
they
sir?
bust?
Huh?
Did they at least bust? Did they bust?
No. That was the
So
funny
you
part.
lost the battle.
it was
I
drunk. It was
came.
drunk wee wee.
Right. It was drunk dick. I
Uh,
busted nut. And once I busted nut, I'll take this ass the fuck on. Because I'm like, at this point, I have nutted. Any interest I had in you went with my nut. So while that is gone, now you have to be gone. So, and I wasn't really mad because prior to that, I had someone else come to my room before him that was worth coming to my room. So it wasn't like it was a wash. But, Timmy, what about you?
I would not slut shame co-host, but
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You just did it by doing that, you big bitch.
sometimes being a bitch is all the woman has to hold on to, Dolores.
And you grasped onto
Dolores,
it like
I'm
the
holding on
last.
tight. I'm holding on real tight. But
Yes,
it,
you are. Swear.
um,
Yeah.
I haven't had any horror stories lately because I haven't really been meeting anybody. Like I'll chat with them and it never moves past there. So maybe that's my horror story. But I think that's partially on me is that I am not I'm I'm so I read so many articles and see so many things about so many people getting from a app that's
That too.
it has me very wary. Like I want you to send me like 87 pictures of yourself because I need to prove that this is you. I I want to have a phone conversation with you. Like I am not the
random hookup.
hookup person. Like I'm not going. We're not gonna have three. I'm not. We're not gonna have three sentences and then be like, "Come to my house," so I come to your house and we cook.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Okay,
I
yeah.
can't. I can't. For my the terror in me won't let me do that.
Yeah, I'm past that too. I can definitely say
And
that.
when somebody does that and says, "Oh, you cute, let come over," it's like, why you want me to come over? Are you trying to put me in a basement to make me rub lotion on my skin? I'm not going to allow you to Hannibal
That
Lecter
also
me.
from the fact you watch too many horror movies, Hemi. That
It
also comes from the
probably
fact you watch too many horror movies.
it probably is, but I also real talk had a friend who went to somebody's house and was murdered in his. They robbed him and murdered him in his car, and ever that was
Oh
like
yeah.
maybe 6, 7 years ago, and that always resonates in my head. So I need proof that this is you, because I have had people send me one or two pictures, and when I meet them, I'm like, who is that? That oh, this that wasn't you in the bit. Oh well, I just that was me from when I was 22, and you're 50 now. Like I don't misrepresent yourself because you don't look like this anymore. So that
Those
could
are
be a
always
big hard
fun.
story for me. Yeah. Those
Those are
people,
always fun.
or you can clearly tell like the picture is blurry that it was took from a phone camera in 2008. And it's like, I could tell that from this blurry ass picture that this is old. And can I have a recent pic? Like, that's a lot of I guess that could be a lot of my horror story is people not representing themselves properly. Like, don't send me a picture from 15 years ago because you don't look like that anymore.
But
I
then it
don't
goes from
understand
being
why
a
someone
hookup
does that.
to
Huh?
to community service.
That
Sadly,
I mean,
I'm not
outreach.
into that kind of community service.
become an Eagle Scout real quick.
When I was in my 20s, I did a lot of community service, but here in my 40s, it's not my thing. It's not my
A
shit.
little community service now and then never hurts anybody,
I
honey. Give me
wasn't
back
that
your need that
particular in
hurts.
my 20s. I was just looking for wub in all the wrong places. But
Come
not
on,
anymore.
looking for what?
Okay. Hemi, you got the next question, man?
I do. I do. Next question for my good old Tiger. Um,
Child.
what attracts you to a person? Looks versus personality.
Mm. Great question. Thank you. I prefer personality. I mean, as long as you don't have an ear growing out the middle of your forehead, we cool. But personality takes you. I
So are you
mean,
Mhm.
prejudiced against people with ears on their forehead?
no,
My
because I'm
Yeah.
a tickle
I'm
that bitch.
just
I'm a
I'm being
whisper something.
I'm
I'm a
being this
whisper something
generation
sweet.
who
I'm a
says
whisper something softly into that ear. I'm going to tickle that bitch and see if your personality works.
it's
That's it. So if your personality ain't hitting, you know,
That's okay. That's weird,
no
but
what
okay.
no, but so I want to know this, like, what are things in a person's personality that are red flags where you're just like, nope, can't deal with you.
if they give off a creepy vibe where like, okay, I like dark humor. That's me. So if
Mhm.
your dark humor jokes is like, okay, yeah, that's cute. But if you get to the point where it's the other side of the fence where I'm like, girl, that's a felony. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Because I'm not gonna be in your basement the same way, waiting to put lotion on my ankles. No. Um,
Not the ankles, though.
just the ankles, cause
Right? Why just the ankles though? Like fuck the rest of your body, bitch. I want these ankles to be nice and lubricated.
I
What the
guess
fuck?
they want to bite on like a duck
because
bone type of piece of meat.
nope. Because when I'm in the basement with my back up against the wall, I ain't gotta bend over to reach my ankles. I can pull my leg up. And I'm not bending over. You ain't finna sneak attack me. So ankles only.
That does not make sense at all.
That don't make sense. Why do it make sense?
That is
If
some
I'm
fearful
standing
shit.
against the
What
wall, I can lift to massage my ankles. You ain't finna sneak me from the back.
But that's not the point. The point
That is
is, why are you only putting lotion on just your ankles? That
because
is
everything
the
else is
point,
slippery.
huh?
I can get away with just my ankles being greasy, not my knees or my thighs. And keep in mind, I'm thick. That's a lot to grab onto.
I I just want you to know the clip this is going to make is going to be the funniest shit ever. Lotion
I'm
on
sitting here
ankles.
pondering because I'm so lost.
Lotion. And you know what? Our production's probably gonna name this episode "Lotion on Ankles" because you said that. They have no sense.
You're probably right.
Shout out to production. We love y'all.
Oh my god, yes. I swear to God, lotion on ankles. Well,
Was
y'all,
that
there we
all
go.
your questions? Did I miss any other part? I cleared up what you had.
So I do want to ask this. So there's nothing as far as looks that could, because let's be honest,
Mm.
if we're out and about, not on the apps, but if you're out and about, I feel like if you're it's the looks that attracts you to someone. They may have a crappy personality or they may have a good one, but when you're out and about, it's something about that person's looks that captures you. So is there anything that you zero in on that about looks that makes you look twice and say, "Oh, wait, who is that?"
Yeah, if I'm hooking up, it's definitely I love ass. I love thick boys, so it's arms, it's like body. Cute smile, eyes definitely. I go for the eyes because the eyes also do link up with the personality. But if I look you in your eye and you do that little look away and then you look back and I'm still looking at you and then you like do this little smile and I'm like, bitch, we got him. So we going in.
That's my signature move.
So
We
that's where
got
you
him.
learned that from.
No, I did not. It comes natural, bitch. Thanks.
He can't never give nobody credit. He couldn't just say, "Yes, my good friend Tiger taught me something." No, he's.
No,
I
because I
did
was
it.
doing that before me and Tiger was hanging
I
out.
did.
That's
Uh,
long.
She older than me. She older than me, and we learned it together at school because I too am a trained thespian. So you know,
What you won't do is steal my life. That's what you won't do, bitch.
I never learned that. I never learned the whole looking thing.
It's an art to flirting with someone.
Mhm.
And
I learned,
and so
yeah, I learned
what
that
I will
today.
tell the viewers now is that Kyrie is very
Aggressive.
creepy when he flirts.
I'm not creepy. Fuck
Creepy.
you.
I don't think he creepy. I think he aggressive. Like, hey, come here. I like you. Like, yeah. I don't think he creepy though.
For me that or and that could just be me. For me, that aggression comes off as creepy. I love
Mm.
you, friend, but
You
for
can look at my
me,
face, right? Like
when you on the picnic bench and you hand your phone and say, "Put your number in my phone,"
girl, that was all of
very
like
like,
what that was literally 3 years
sir,
ago.
sir,
That was
excuse me.
3 years ago. I
That
have
didn't mean
grown.
that don't mean it didn't happen.
Yes, still, but I have elevated. Like today, my game was on point. I landed
I
me a nice
agree
big whale.
but I'm just saying, like, I've
Ooh,
seen some of your flirting and it's very aggressive, and the man is gonna put me in the basin and make me rub lotion on me.
Okay. My hit and miss record is about, so I want to say kind of even. Like, no, I don't get every guy that I go after. But I do end up well, no, not all the time. I get, I would say 40%, 50%, 45 of the guys that I go after, I end up getting. The other half, because they probably think I'm too aggressive. But, I am learning how to tone it down.
No, I agree with that, but I had to give that moment where we had to give the boy a safe word.
what? What?
Like blink twice if you feel like your life is in danger. No, I'm playing.
Damn, Kyrie.
Look, first of all, I am nothing if not sure when I see something I want. Now, if it try to be function after, okay, fine. But if I lock in on something that I like, I'm going to give it a shot.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree with that about you.
I mean, that's, what can I say? But again, I was not aggressive today, and shit worked out today. I keep pointing out there
Right,
that
because you
it was
weren't
out in the yard that it happened.
aggressive. You
Huh?
played. You weren't aggressive. You played come hither. You gave
I
a
really did.
look and a giggle, and then you looked away and you looked back. You did some of those types
Well,
of things
I
that was
played
less
more into
aggressive, and it was like,
yes, and I played more into my sense of humor, which is something I
That
do. That's
and I
something I
think that
usually
works
don't
for
do.
you.
Yeah, you're right. I think it does too. Because usually I'm not trying to be funny when I go after somebody. I'm trying to fuck. So it's not like hee hee ha ha. It's like, hey, what's good? Let's
It's
get.
like get
But
your ass over here.
yeah, pretty much. But
put
this
your
was
number in my
different. Right, right. So yes, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Fuck
But
that
what
ass.
about you? What about you, Kyrie? Like, if you answer that question, looks versus personality, which one do you prefer? And then also, if you pick personality, which we probably all will, because we're at a certain age, and looks
Well,
don't mean as much. The older
I
you
spit
get,
that thing down the middle. Fuck you, mean? They walk hand in hand for me, bitch. I gotta sleep next to you
okay,
sometimes. The
okay.
fuck?
So
No,
give
I
us
gotta
your
look at
moment.
you.
What
Like
looks and personality? What do you need? What do you like?
okay, I'm forever the little guy that likes big guys, tall, dark, handsome. That's me. That's what my stepdad was. So that's what I kind of go for. But I don't go for the conventional sexy. Like I think nerds are hot. I think glasses are hot. I think braces are hot. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me also intertwines with the personality. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can look really good and have a shitty ass outlook on everything. Or
true.
you could be the quintessential nerdy individual, have glasses and all those things. I say glasses because they equate glasses to those things, but that doesn't essentially mean that's what it is. But you cannot be conventionally handsome and have a wonderful personality that makes me smile. And then I will find things about you attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like I have met men that were not magazine beautiful, but they were still good looking men. You know what I mean? But maybe not to what everybody would say. But because they have a personality to me that is warm and inviting and kind and creates a safe space, I can find many things about that man attractive. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, nothing makes me feel more welcome and wanted with somebody than them creating a safe space for me to be me. And it in turn gives me that want and that inclination to do the same. You know what I mean? Because I think at the end of the day, you want to create a safe space for the person that you care for or intend to have in your life as a whole. So that's why I say the two walk hand in hand. You got to look good. You know what I'm saying? You got to, and but also now when I say you got to look good, take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks for you, you got to have some upkeep, some self care. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just walk around like anything. You know what I'm saying? I do believe the old saying, when you are with somebody, you are a representation of that person. I don't want to walk
Yeah.
out my door with somebody looking bummy as fuck, just like they would not, most people would not want to walk out of a house with a motherfucker looking bummy as fuck and would like, hey, babe, hey, want to get your hair cut? Oh, hey, want to go shopping? Or maybe I saw this shirt look good for you. Maybe you might want that shirt. Like things like that. So for me, it's both. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no Quasimodo ass nigga. I'll be real with you. I'm sorry. I don't want no hunchback ass motherfucker. I don't want no big elephant Titus foot ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta have your shit in order. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
don't think
like
a hunchback is sexy?
that's why I say I don't want one. So no.
They about to write in to you. Everybody with a hunchback about to write in.
Right
Definitely.
in, send a falcon if you feel like it. I don't give two twin shits. Like I gotta sleep with the motherfucker. Not what the hell.
And
That type
that's
of
his
shit.
It's an
point.
extra
And that's
pillow.
his
It's an
point.
extra cushion. You know, they might want you
That's
to
why I like
rub their.
big. That's why I like big boys because the cushion's in the front and in the back, but
No,
not
it's
high in
called
the
a
back.
big
See,
back.
here's the thing:
It's called
you
a big
gotta, honey. That's not a big back. That's a road map. That's not what that
Humpback.
is. Honey. No. Okay. You said that's a what?
A humpback.
A back.
humpback, crooked
Obviously.
letter I. I'm,
You
Come
know,
on, Mississippi. But look,
something to grab on. You know, like you hook onto the hump. And I'm gonna stop. Okay.
I know I sound like I know. Yeah, I know I sound like a jerk to some people with what I'm saying, but this is me personally.
no,
Like
it's your
I'm
it's
not.
your point. It's your
Yeah.
viewpoint.
You know what I mean? Like I have to, I gotta see you every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I want somebody that I want to look at every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I'm a person that can find beauty in a motherfucker, I don't gotta look that hard. I don't want to have to get a shoveling dick for the shit. Like I better see some surface beauty on that motherfucker when I come to you, bitch. I'll look. I'm gonna search for maybe about a foot deep. Anything other than that, bitch, you on your own. You better find that shit your goddamn self. I'm telling you right now, I'm not about to sit there and look for it for you.
It's hiding in the
So.
hump.
Bitch, then you better go to the doctor, get that bitch cracked open. You better do something, bitch. I'm trying to tell you something. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna have one too fucking with me. I kick you over. Anyway,
You stupid.
I am. I'm
So
terrible.
on that note, I'm gonna answer the question real quick because we running out of time.
Oh yeah, okay. I just noticed that we are getting close to the end of the show. Wow.
my host gets
Already?
my co-host gets on his rants and it's hard to bring him down. However, I'm gonna
You know,
I'm gonna answer the question real quick. So as far as looks,
Wait,
like I
wait.
don't.
So,
Oh
wait. So we can go over if y'all want to. Just letting y'all know.
I just got my lotion.
puts the lotion
come
on
on,
his
Clarice.
ankles, honey.
Come on, Clarice. Put him on the ankles.
You need a basket. Need a basket, honey. You need a
Right.
basket.
And a little
Okay,
dog.
okay. Hear me. Your response.
As far as looks, like what attracts me, like if I'm just out and about, like lips, teeth, shoes, and hair. Like I do not. I'm attracted to a pretty set of lips and teeth. Like if you are toothless in Seattle, like I'm not probably
Yeah,
not
teeth are
going
important.
to be interested. If all your teeth are black, I probably won't be interested. Because
If half of them are black.
funny enough, I had more than one person hit me up who had several missing teeth or black teeth, and it's like, oh no. Anyway,
So are you saying you can't date someone that's dentally challenged, Hemi?
you are correct, and that is my point of view. I'm not here for that. Um,
What about
I
the
like
shoe?
your I like your hair. Oh, you can't
The
have on a
shoe.
pair. I don't like when somebody got on a pair of dusty ass shoes because I feel like you have on a nice outfit, but you got on some raggedy ass shoes. For me, it just speaks to what you're gonna bring to the relationship, and it's like it's not it's there's gonna be some thoughtfulness missing in the relationship, and this is just me, y'all. This is
It's
my opinion,
okay.
Yeah,
It's
right?
like I'm
okay.
not. Yeah, but it's like
If your
I'm
shoes
listening.
falling apart or they're filthy, and you got on a nice outfit, it's a weird moment for me. Like I don't understand
How do
why
you
you would
think about
have
your
on
shoes though?
Versace with some shoes that are falling apart or something like it's a weird moment for me. Like I just take care of your shoes. I don't know. That's something
Have you
that I feel.
experienced that? I feel like you experienced this, Hemi.
In the words of Michelle Chalet, it's something in my heart that tells me you're a no no. Just
Tiger, I
saying.
feel like there's trauma there. I feel like there's trauma in this
I
story.
think so too. I think so
And
too.
then
Cause I'm
your
like, if
hair,
that's your
like
last
how-
pair,
whatever your hairstyle is, I just need to be kept up. Like I don't care for someone who is balding and they're it's all giving a George Jefferson moment. It's not my thing. Put a hat on. If you're in betwixt the haircut, put a hat on. I don't know. That's just me. It's me.
Honey.
We're talking about our viewpoints and what we like, and that's what I'm telling you. That's
Woo, Chad, this is
so we're gonna
crazy.
move on real quick from that.
Uh,
What I
Lord, where do
like in
we?
personality.
I was saying, where do we go from there? Jesus Christ.
What I like in personality. I am so attracted to someone who can laugh at themselves. Like
hmm
y'all know that I am the
a nut.
jokester of all jokesters.
Yes, yes.
But I need you to be able to laugh at yourself. If I crack a joke about you and you immediately are up in your feelings, and even though you know it's a joke, but you're pissed off and like, oh, we're not gonna be compatible because I can laugh at myself. Like you can crack
Hmm.
about me, and I can laugh at myself. So I need someone that can laugh at themselves. I also need a good communicator. Like, please don't let us sit in and it's okay. Like there are times you sit in silence, you watch a movie, or you could just lay there and hang out and just sit in silence. But if we're talking and we're supposed to be having a conversation, and I feel like I'm pulling teeth from you, it's a hard
Yeah, definitely.
to sit through for me.
Yeah.
What if they ain't got nothing to say?
Then we probably don't
What
have
if we
nothing in
just,
common.
what if we just like we chilling, you and them, y'all chilling on the couch, y'all done ran out of everything to say, and y'all just enjoying each other's vibe, and y'all just
No,
sitting there
that's the
chilling.
difference. That's what I
I
said.
think
Like
that's
there are
yeah.
times you can sit in silence, but if this is like our first date and we're having those get to know you moments, and everything I ask you is like one word, and
Yeah.
you're not asking me
That's annoying.
anything. You don't want to know it. I feel like you don't want to know anything about me, and I'm just asking you question after question, and you're giving me an answer, but you're not saying, "Well, how do you feel about that?" Or it's just like, "What's your favorite color?" Blue.
That part.
We've all met those type of men.
That type of that's what I mean by that
Yeah.
no conversation. Like that becomes a point. Once you get comfortable with a person and y'all know things about each other, there are gonna be times where you sit in silence and you're okay with that because you're just chilling. But this is like the in the beginning when there's no conversation or when you first meet somebody and you're asking them questions to get to know them and they
Shut down.
feel like it's an interview.
Hmm.
But it's like, but I don't know anything about you, so I'm just trying to figure out who you are so I can even know if I want to deal with you. But all of a sudden you feel like this is an interview. And usually those people are not asking you anything. So it for me it's like you must just be looking to hump on me or me to hump on
Mhm.
you, and you don't really want to get to know me. So put that out there though. Don't sit here like we're supposed to be getting to know each other. You're just looking to do it. Just say that, and I'm okay with that if that's the mood I'm in. But
But do you think that now, with us being, of a certain age, being older or aging up, do it seem like most people are just looking to just hook up and hunch on each other and not for relationships? Does it seem like that to you guys?
I don't think that it ever changed, to be honest. Speaking of gay culture, I don't think that part of it ever changed. You know what I mean? It just seems that way because more and more apps are made available now and sex is more available through those things. But in our culture, sex has always been a driving force. It's always been a major thing. I think what it is now is more so the want for realizing that we don't have to have conventional relationships. We can build kind of relationships that we want. And I think that's more so what has changed. Men want to get a nut all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's never gonna fucking change. But to your point you were saying, and to Hemi's point, as you get older, you just require more. You know what I'm saying? You just require more, I feel like. Because we're in an age where you can pick up your phone and you can have sex that night or within a fucking hour if you play your cards right. So I really don't think it's a thing of sex growing. I think it's a thing of the apps being more available to people and people having more access to it. And I want to touch on one more thing before I pass it to Hemi. I love that you mentioned laughter because at the end of the day, that's probably like the number one thing out of everything. I'm a goofy ass dude. I love to laugh. So if you can laugh at me, laugh at you, we can sit and have just good conversation, have belly laughs. That's a plus right there. Laughter, people don't understand. You can win, and I learned that today. You can win somebody over by being able to just make them laugh or show them that you are not so uptight and you can laugh at stuff. That was a wonderful point that you made, and it stuck with me. I really centered on
Well said.
I agree, Kyrie. All right. So, y'all, on that note, I just want to thank my friend Tiger for coming on to our show today and giving us his viewpoint. Like, that's what this show is all about. And I hope that you guys enjoy what we brought to the table. I really enjoyed this conversation today.
Yes,
Tiger,
Tiger.
anything
Thank
you want to say to the viewers before we log off today?
Well, thank you all for having me. This has been fun. I've totally enjoyed laughing with y'all.
I'm glad.
All right.
Um,
Oh, you got more?
but,
You got
huh?
more? You got anything
Yeah,
else?
No, I'm good. It was great. We fine.
All right. Well,
yeah,
y'all, I just want to thank y'all for being here. Oh, no. Kyrie, do you have any last thoughts? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
because you are trailing along. Do you have something to be said?
I was going to cut it off, but do you have any last
Oh,
thoughts?
She got a
Um,
hookup. She was on the app.
right. That's like she got a date later or something. God, mama got to have a life too. We get that, girl.
I'm kid free today. Kyrie, do you have any last thoughts?
My last thoughts. I was going to say this, Tiger. Thank you so very much. It was wonderful having you on as our first guest. We definitely appreciate all the input that you gave, the jokes, the laughs. Thank you so much. We look forward to having you on again in the future. We want to thank you guys for watching our second episode in our relationship series. Be on the lookout for our third episode coming very soon. And Hemi, if you would not mind, please tell all our wonderful people where they can listen to us every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday at 11 a.m., you can catch us on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast.
And if you want to watch us, we come out with fresh new episodes every Friday morning at 11 a.m. on What's the Point Pod, our YouTube channel. All right, guys. Thank you all so, so very much for checking out our episode today. And Hemi, what do you want to do?
Wait, before we leave, he always forgets. We actually have a website where you can find all the
I
links,
forget the website. Yes, yeah,
everything we do to the podcast to just listen or to the video to watch. Our website is What's the Point Pod. You can go there to find links to everything we do. We appreciate y'all so much. Stay classy.
All right, y'all. See you later.